What is up, everyone? So I wanted to come on here and speak about the reality of making over $60,000 a month with software. Now, contrary to what other people might tell you, like all these gurus trying to sell you a course and all that, it's not simple, right? Not simple at all, right? As I've said before in this channel, software is extremely competitive. It is extremely expensive, even though margins are super high, because on those 60K, I think we made like 90% margins, which is amazing, right? But what people don't tell you is that it is a very competitive industry, right? It takes a lot of capital up front to build the software, right? Unless you do what I talked about in this channel before, which is partnering up. So you are good at marketing, or you're good at software or coding, right? You do one part of it and then give 50% of the company, and the other guy does the rest. In our case, I get the clients, get to do the sales. My business partner builds the software. Now, unless you're doing it like, it's going to be super capital intensive, and it's one of the hardest businesses to start, build, scale, and grow, and eventually sell because of that, right? Because it's very capital intensive, and you need very, very high quality people, top level people building the software, maintaining the software, because people think that once the software is up and running, it's the paradise. You don't have to do a thing, right? The reality is that the software is never like perfect, right? There's always bugs, always things breaking. There's always competitors like knocking on the door and building new features, which you have to build as well, so you don't get left behind. Nowadays, it's easier to build a software with these low-code tools and all that. So it's easier for people to try and knock you down with new features and like try to replicate your products, right? There's competition in every single niche, right? And there's clients for everyone, but the reality of making all this money, right, is that it attracts attention, it attracts competitors, and if people see that you have a profitable software, they are going to try to do the same, right? Just like anything, right? They're going to try to copy you and make a better software, and because of that, you have to be on top of your game, because the other people you're competing with, they're also smart, because if they're in software, they're smart, right? They have teams, they might have bigger marketing budgets, bigger teams. They can't outpace you. So the reality of making all this money in a month is that you are constantly working 24/7, right? Whether that's replying to support tickets, if you don't have like a support agent, we just on one like this week or 2 weeks ago, he's still like getting on with things. But there's support, right? There's things breaking all the time. There's people complaining. There's refunds. There's chargebacks. There's you looking out what the competition is doing to build features first in what they're doing, right? Or before them, sorry. If you have a business or a software company in the AI industry, in the AI space, which, as you might know by now, it's constantly changing like every week. Just today or yesterday, OpenAI released this new model called Sora, which essentially like what I'm doing right now with this video, AI can essentially do, which is crazy, right? And so because it is such a changing industry, yes, there's a lot of money to be made, because it is such a new industry. It's so hype, just like Web3 or crypto, right? People that caught on the wave made millions of dollars, right? And AI is the same, right? And we're trying to ride that wave as well. But the truth is that wave is super profitable, but it is also super intense, because if for a second you like try to relax, you lose the wave, right? And people will on the wave with you, right? Will keep on riding the wave, and you'll just be left behind, and you won't be able really to catch the wave again once you fell off of it. So it is very intensive, but the reality is, and what I wanted to say in this video, which is getting quite long now, is just that you can do it, right? I started doing business in 2016, right? When I started like doing SEO, I got this agency, then I built this marketplace. I'm skipping a bunch of steps, right? But I, like you, if you're watching this video, maybe you don't know nothing about business. I also started knowing nothing about business, right? Everyone starts at zero. And you might be watching this video and thinking, oh shit, man, he's so much ahead, or maybe not, right? But he's so much ahead, he's making $60,000 a month or past month. There's such a huge gap between where I'm at right now and where he is. I could never do it. But just remember that that's not true, right? Just like there's people like 1,000 miles from me, right? I'm not really that ahead of yourself, right? Because I started from zero too, and everyone starts from zero. And the reality is that it's a ladder. There's a ladder to success, and you climb every single step one by one. And each step you're climbing, I'm climbing as well, right? We're all always ideally, or not ideally, but we'll always have some distance, right? Unless you move faster. And that's the biggest cheat code, and that's the biggest thing we've done, right? We work 24/7. We move so fucking fast. We move faster than any other competitor, right? We might have started before them, or actually we might have started after them, and we had some catching up to do. But because we move so fast, we're catching up to them right now. Or actually, I think we might have surpassed our competitors by now. But all this is to say that if you want to make this much money a month, right? It's not simple. It's not easy. You got to work super hard. And you might already know that, but oftentimes people create these videos with this amazing lifestyle. You can have Lambos, you can have penthouses just by working 1 hour a week. Trust me, the people doing that lifestyle marketing are just selling something, like selling you the dream, selling your course. That's not reality, right? If you want to make real money, you have to work a lot, right? And we work a lot. We move so fast. We move faster than anyone else. That's why we're able to capture all this value, right? And again, the only way for you to capture value, like make money, is you move faster than anyone else. And you actually build a product that people want to pay for. So yeah, that's it. Bit of a ramble, but I felt like recording this today, and my chair is making all these weird noises. So yeah, that's it. Go get to work. Go work hard, because that's the only way you're going to make money, because working like 1-2 hours a week isn't enough. And you know it, I know it, so I'm going to get to work, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.